Hey everybody, look on the screen. Obviously was a nice looking girl. Oftentimes things go wrong. It's not wise to get pregnant by Tyrone. Let's look at this video, part A. This is an update of her boyfriend or baby daddy getting 2 life sentences for the murder of her. She was pregnant at the time of the murder. So he received 2 life sentences, one for her and I guess for the baby. This will be part A. Please stick around for part B. The commentary. Check it.
Right now at 6 o'clock, this man will spend the rest of his life locked up for murdering this 21-year-old and her unborn child shortly before her due date. Reginald Perry was 19 when he killed Felicia Jones and her unborn child back in September of 2021. Now 22, Perry begged Jones' family to forgive him in court and asked the judge for a second chance at a future.
Instead, the judge sentenced him to 2 life sentences. News4Jax reporter Marilyn Parker joins us live in Maryland. The judge spoke few but strong words before handing down the sentence.
Yes, Judge Mark Morello says the court system often deals with cases of men who don't want to take responsibility for their children, but he said this case is different. The judge looked directly at Reginald Perry and said he knew what he was doing, and the state had the evidence to prove it. They called her Fifi.
She would walk me and my brother to school and tell us about all these dreams she had of becoming a singer and how she wanted better for herself.
She was my diary. I could call her and cry to her about anything.
Felicia Jones's family found words to honor their loved one. Reginald Perry killed Jones and their unborn child in September 2021. Jones just turned 21 years old and was days away from giving birth. Since then, her family says they've lived with an emptiness, depression, and rage.
This type of pain is tragic. His stupidity disrupted our lives.
The evidence against Perry was overwhelming. The state argued he clearly planned this murder. He had a cousin buy a gun 2 months before the shooting. He Googled things like cerebellum and how police can track a phone in water. Jones would message Perry about committing to becoming a family, getting an apartment together, and sharing living expenses. In response, Perry would say, "Just kill me now." On September 22nd, 2021, Perry had Jones clarify the baby's due date, which was coming up. Then 3 days later, he picked Jones up around 1 a.m., took her to a secluded park, shot her in the head, and then threw her phone in the water. We could hear Perry sniffling and taking deep breaths before addressing the court.
I truly and wholeheartedly apologize to Felicia's family. I do. That night is a night that I will never forget. Today I am here not to plead my innocence, but my sincerity for the loss of the family and all the grief that I caused upon you all. I'm truly and wholeheartedly sorry for what happened, and I hope you all can find in your hearts to forgive me.
The state referred to his lack of remorse after committing the crime, telling police he didn't think he was the father, and the morning after the killing, he went fishing with his friends. The defense argued he doesn't have a criminal record and that he took responsibility when he entered a guilty plea. They also mentioned his drug use and immaturity. Judge Mark Morello says this case is different from those of men who simply don't want to take care of their children.
What I know, based on the evidence of this case, is that despite whatever drug use you may have been engaged in, you were able to navigate daily life. You knew exactly what you did.
And then
that you'd be sentenced to a term of life in the fourth state.
Perry's head dropped when he learned he'll spend the rest of his life in prison, while Jones's family will spend their lives missing their loved one and the future they lost. Perry's mother also took the stand. She described their relationship as he would stay in his room, not bother him, or not bother her, and he would not bother him. So basically, she broke down saying that she thought everything was good. She didn't know about the baby shower that had come up and how he was heavily influenced by his older brother. She did not see any of this coming.
Okay, everybody, you saw part A. Please stick around for part B. The commentary.